Let's do it.
So we're live. What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Huey Show. I forgot what episode it is. Episode 12, I'm pretty sure. I can tell you right now. But I'm pretty sure it is episode 12. Live and in video again. We have, of course, good old Mike, my cousin. You know what I mean? And we're going to get right into it. Sorry about the hiatus. We had to handle some business on both ends. But we are back. It's episode 13, by the way, not 12. 13, episode 13. But let's get right into it. NBA playoffs. Actually, Mike, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get this off at the beginning. You know, I'm not always, I'm not accustomed. That's what I'll say. I'm not accustomed to being as wrong as I was at the start of the season. I want to be very clear. Right. And people of the internet, I'm going to use the old-fashioned term, the World Wide Web, the cybernet. I said some things about a certain person's team, the good old Mavericks. And I was a victim of circumstance.
Yo, this.
I was a victim of circumstance, but I got to own up to it. So I would like to apologize to all the Mavs fans. I said y'all might make the play-ins. You guys are 2-0 in the Western Conference Finals. Now, my point was, I want to be very clear so that nobody can kill me. I said if they meet the Nuggets, they would never beat the Nuggets. Then nobody, I don't give a damn if Mike says it, because even Mike, nobody in our group chat, which we have a group chat with our cousins. Shout out to Will, Tyleek, Cam. Shout out to all of them.
I ain't forget you, Cam.
That's a fact.
He did.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. The man who can't see.
Yo, don't put his business out there.
He can't see. That man needs some glasses. But nobody expected for the Nuggets to get knocked out in the second round in the semis. I didn't expect that.
No.
So, based upon that note, I said they wouldn't even make the play-in, so I gotta apologize regardless. I apologize to y'all Mavs fans. Y'all ain't getting no ring though. I'm calling that now. I'm calling that. They gonna call me the Charles Barkley of podcasting because every team he gets.
Yo, don't be up here having to apologize next time around too. You gotta learn when to stop, bro.
No. I gotta stand on business. I got to. So I apologize, but I'll be damned. Now, you guys did win against the Wolves at home twice. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. But this could still go to a game 7. Just like the same way Minnesota beat the Nuggets at home twice. And then the Nuggets came back and beat them at home twice. So we don't know how these are gonna go. But I would just like to apologize. And wasn't there another team that I had to apologize to? No. I think everybody else, I was fine. Because I didn't say really anything about the Pacers because I didn't expect them to go far. But they went far too. They are doing their things. But I want to start on the West Coast first. I want to start with them. Timberwolves, you have done things nobody expected.
Exceed the expectations, bro.
Especially after that Rudy Gobert trade. Because I was talking mad shit.
Me too. I thought that was the worst thing they ever did.
I said, you guys gave up 7 picks? I think it was. Hold on.
Yo, they messed up the rest of free agency.
Yes.
Just with that one decision.
Because now when fucking... I'm not supposed to curse within the first 10 minutes of the podcast, but fuck it.
You knew you wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, you're right. But... when KD was trying to get traded from the Nets, everybody's like, well, if Rudy got this, what is Kevin Durant going to get?
Exactly.
And Kyrie and James Harden. It was like, what is he going to get? But let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find...
I feel like they really didn't have to give up that much, and they went OD with it.
They did. But I think that's because the Jazz was like, well, we're not going to give him up unless you give us this. And they felt like...
I feel like they might have said that, but they didn't even negotiate back. They were just like, bet.
Okay, so here we go. So this was the trade. So Utah received Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly, Leonardo Ball, and it's some guy off the bench, Walker Kessler, Gerard Vanderbilt. He's actually been a very good player. Gerard Vanderbilt.
Hold on, wait a minute. So Kessler, the dude who's on San Antonio now?
Yes.
He was in that trade?
No, he wasn't in the trade. His pick was.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure Gerard, I think, oh, never mind. I thought it was the bald-headed guy. That's not him. It's he's on the Lakers now. Yeah. If you look him up, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. Everybody thought he was gonna be their top defensive guy on the Lakers like years ago. I think, is he still on the team? Oh, he is. How long? I can't find. Well, either way, he doesn't really matter right now. They gave him up a 2023 first round pick, 2025 first round pick, 2026 pick swap, 2027 first round pick, and a 2029 first round pick, because they were so confident that Ant-Man, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy and that lineup would be great enough to transcend into what they are now. And at the time, everybody was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, are you stupid?
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. Hey, listen. Yeah.
For Rudy. For Rudy.
I get you. And I'm like, I don't know about this one, Timberwolves. You might KG it again. You might have Kevin Garnetted it again, but in the opposite. Gave up too much to get. I mean, they got the picks, but it was like giving up the big ticket. I mean, he wanted to leave, but I don't think that was it. And now look, Western Conference Finals after last year's collapse.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they didn't have all their players like they did now.
Even then, they're a better team this year.
Ant's been showing out. More experience, more defense, more offensive explosiveness.
He figured out what he needed to do to get the best out of his teammates because they weren't going to do it on their own.
And I think he realized that he can't do it on his own. Jordan started winning when he realized, I got to rely on my teammates.
Right.
Kobe started winning more when he got competent teammates that he could rely on, because he realized that his first run, and then his second run, he was like, all right, we got
Smush
Powell, we got
Kwame Brown.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was like, nah, I can't rely on these.
Smoke Kwame. I'm sorry.
That's a fact. Kwame gonna tear your ass up.
Yo, he don't play no games.
He's gonna be like, this motherfucker in this White Sox hat over here talking shit about me. and he don't even have 1,000 in his bank account or something. He would say something like that.
He would
go straight to finances, because that's what dudes love to do. When they don't know nothing about you,
facts.
That's the first thing they go to. But going back to this trade, could have nobody had told me, and I apologize if my goatee is scuffling on the microphone, Roman. I'm trying to stop. But okay. But it's like they gave up all that. Everybody thought that was gonna be trash. Not trash. Let me not say that, because I think everybody had positive expectations of, and everybody
they were
loves
going to
Ant.
be in the playoffs, but they weren't going to be contenders.
Yeah, everybody loves Ant because of his personality. Let's be real. He talks shit. That's what people wanted. He doesn't like everybody.
Yeah, he's a throwback player for sure.
Like Ant has, I feel like, and this is no disrespect towards Ant, but I think this is what they wanted Giannis to be. But Giannis was a foreign player.
Yeah.
Giannis has that same mentality. I'm not talking to the other team. I'm not messing with y'all. It's me, my team, and that's it.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But Giannis is, I'm being honest, he's a foreign player. So us Americans, whether you're Black American, white American, Spanish American, whatever you are, you might not, it might not hit the same as somebody who's off the boat. That's the best way to describe it. Off the boat, and who's a first generation who came to America. That's what Giannis is. So he's gonna resonate with all the fans that are in Greece, because what? He's not from Greece. Where is he from?
Nigeria.
No, Greek freak. He is from Greece.
Yeah, he's from Greece. Yeah. But his roots, he's
Nigeria,
Nigerian.
Greece. They're gonna like when he won that. It's the same thing with Joker. When he won that, the first thing he said was, "So, I can't go home." No. Sorry, he was like, he didn't know that they had a parade the next day. That's what it was.
He wanted to go home.
He was like, I can't leave. He's like, no, you have to stay, Joker. He's like, oh, okay.
Bro, Joker is great at basketball, but it's a job. He does not love it. He likes it enough, but he don't love it.
Because it pays the bills.
That's it. He'd rather be doing other things.
Horses. Them damn horses.
He said, I got all this money. I could just go home and do something else.
Literally, he could buy all the horses in his country and probably still have way more money left over. But like I said, it's because they're foreign players. They don't resonate. The media in America doesn't pick them up as well compared to Ant. Ant's been on ESPN, commercials, his shoes. Like, Ant's getting what I think Ja Morant was supposed to get.
Yeah, well, that's Ja's fault.
Because Ant has his shoes now.
And he did it twice. See, I think the first time he'd have been all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Second time he messed himself up. It's like...
And it's like... I think the main issue was you went and spoke to the commissioner. Oh, I'm never going to do that again. I won't make that same mistake. And then you slip up. 2
weeks later.
And then you slip up and you do not the same thing, but you get caught flashing.
Same difference.
But at the same time, I can kind of understand because in the second incident, it wasn't like he was glorifying it. It was a quick turn. And they saw him with the gun in the hand. Like the first time, dog, you in a strip club flashing money and shorty's twerking on you and you got that little Pistol Pete gun in your hand. Like, what are we doing? Like you Paul Pierced it.
Yeah, basically.
like you Paul Pierced it. And that was before Paul Pierce.
2-time Paul Pierce.
Like 2-time Hall of Fame Paul Pierce. But it
2-time donkey of the day.
And then that's a fact. And then what happens after? Then you had the whole thing with the kid.
He got fired on his day off.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
That's a fact. Like imagine you at home doing your thing. You get a phone call from your boss. So you know about that footage that's going around, right?
I hope you had fun last night.
Yeah, we gotta let you go. What? Dog, just because you're off the clock, that don't mean you're not in the public. When you're on that big of a stage.
Bro, you're on TV.
That's what I'm saying. And you have a brand. You're a championship winner. You've won. Been one of the main pieces to a championship. People could say...
Finals MVP.
Yeah. You can't do that. Especially when you have your name recognition and you're attached to ESPN/Disney.
People already don't like you.
I think people didn't like him. People definitely didn't like him. There was some spite because of his LeBron James thing and his D Wade.
But people already didn't like him because he was on the Celtics.
That's true, but people had that had washed away. When he got traded to the Nets and Wizards and he hit that clutch shot, the love started to change for him. He retired.
I mean, listen, you can do something great and be acknowledged for it, and people still don't like you.
That's true.
Like, word to Rudy.
Rudy and what's his face? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? I just had him.
What team?
Oh my God. He does the podcast with LeBron.
JJ Redick
was despised in Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Got to the Clippers. Was despised with our.
No. I don't think he was despised in
He wasn't
LA.
liked though. He wasn't liked because you're on LA. You're on the LA team. Clippers, yes, but he still wasn't liked like that.
I had no problem with him. But I was an LA fan. I was a Lob City fan for real.
No, I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. I was. Believe it or not, I hated the Rockets game, but I actually liked James Harden. I just didn't like the step back. I like James
Harden too. I didn't care about the step back. It's just for me
that double step back. I don't care.
It's just once he got to a point where he's getting eliminated like first and second round, I was just like
not showing up when it's time.
And granted, plays devil's advocate. You are dropping 60 and 55s and stuff like that throughout the season, but it's like, is it about the stats or is it about the chip? Well, I think that's why I liked what I saw this year when he was playing for the Clippers, because I was like, okay. But at this point of the game, he can't do that all the time. He's not conditioned well enough. And he's older. So
definitely not now. And I think the reason as to why he was doing the 50, 60 points was, unfortunately, that Rocket team was great. They just got that team at the wrong time. Warriors going on their run.
Facts.
And then LeBron James coming out the East. LeBron arguably had 3 peaks.
People were pissed off. I know the West was pissed because they like, yo, we had it. We had it. And he coming over here messing it up, bro.
Like everybody thought, okay, well, once LeBron leaves I think a lot of people thought LeBron wasn't going to leave the East until the Warriors team.
I definitely didn't think he was going to the Lakers.
If that Warriors team, I think, doesn't get together, I think he stays. Not stays, but he stays on the East.
Maybe. I don't know.
But because the Kobe situation, he wanted to, like I said, there's a lot of things.
I'll just say Space Jam came out the year after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or 2 years after.
And that was filmed in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, there was a lot of things. I think LeBron's trying to transition from player to media.
His post career already.
Yeah, I think he's taking the Magic Johnson route. Magic Johnson went from player to commentator, TNT, sports owner,
mogul,
and then business mogul. And that boy was never seen again on TNT or anywhere else. You'll see him in interviews.
I won't be here.
I won't be here.
Yo, that's the craziest interview, bro.
He said, and he called the interview too. He said, hold on.
He put in his 2 weeks that day.
He said, I don't know.
Tomorrow.
I don't know, but I won't be here. You're not going to see me around here, so I don't know. But, and I think he said one of his regrets was not telling LeBron he was going to do that. I was like, even if you told LeBron, what's that going to change? Besides LeBron knowing. LeBron might tell you to stay.
It's a respect thing.
I guess. Especially towards your star player.
You're the one who got me here. We're having conversations. You the one convincing me. Granted, I'm probably going to go anyway, but it's like, you're the main draw that I was here. You were my guy upstairs, and it's like, you just going to dip and not tell nobody. You know?
I'm trying to remember. I thought he came after LeBron was there.
Isn't he the one who?
Because
wasn't Lonzo already there?
Lonzo got drafted 2018 or 2019. Lonzo was 2016. Yeah.
You're talking about?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
You sure?
2017.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it was 16.
Yeah, he was 2017.
But when did LeBron come there?
2018?
2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was already there, but Lonzo got drafted by Magic. Remember, because he got Josh Hart, he had Ingram.
Yeah, so
Randall was the last.
You're right. Yeah, because here it says Lakers hired Johnson and Pelinka within weeks of each other in the spring of 2017.
Yeah. I'm just saying, he was the reason. He was a main draw for you to come there, and then you just gonna leave and not tell nobody. I gotta find out through an interview. It's a respect thing. That's all.
That was the league's way of getting LeBron back for the decision.
Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. That was my decision.
Yeah, and guess what Magic said? This was my decision. Part 2, motherfucker.
They had nothing to do with Magic.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't leave the Lakers and go to the Heat.
Yeah, but
I left the Cavs.
What comes around goes around.
I guess.
that's what happens. But going back to the playoffs, Pacers and Celtics. I mean, they're down 2-0 right now.
Oh, we not gonna talk about Pacers and Knicks. We just gonna go.
You can talk about Pacers and Knicks, but we all know what the situation is. And I want to say this to my cousin Will. We're both Knicks fans. I told you, wait till the second round, wait till the finals, conference finals at least, before you start saying Knicks to the finals. Going on Facebook, posting orange and blue. Knicks gonna beat the Celtics.
That's why people was flaming them.
Yeah. Oh, they was flaming them, right?
I know. I saw it. I could only imagine.
That man put 3 dots.
Bro, I saw what he put on his story. I could only imagine what the DM was like.
And then to make it even worse, he thought the Nuggets was gonna make it.
Yeah.
So he got bamboozled twice in one night.
Two things that weren't supposed to happen.
And he's talking to me, we're gonna I don't know if he says sweep I don't think he said sweep, but I think he said we were going to beat. Shit, hold on.
I was going to say, let me check.
I'm about to tell you right now. Where is it?
Knowing him, he said sweep.
Pacers. Nope, Pacers, not. Paciara. I think that's Italian. The Knicks lose. Oh, no, that was with Will.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it too.
Everything is going 2023. Like, we definitely talked about this since then.
Because I remember we were talking about maybe Indiana. Maybe I said Indiana, not Pacers. You trying to find this?
Yo, I can't find nothing. I know what was said.
We talked about this.
Did he scrub the chat?
Yeah, scrubbing the chat is crazy. Scrubbing the chat is crazy. But
like, I ain't say that. No receipts.
No receipts.
Yo, facts is no receipts, bro. We can't find it.
I'm telling you for a fact. We definitely mentioned it. Yeah, because it was brought up. But, we was hurt. But this is why I always tell my cousin, Will, listen, Will, we both love you around this way. But we told you to wait. And now your own peoples, the people that were Celtics fans that you knew, all them people that you was talking crazy to, we're going to see you in the Eastern Conference Finals. Thibs and injuries said, not today. And injuries happen. That's why I'm not going to say...
Especially with Tibbs.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I'm saying, this is a part of the game. I don't want to hear it's injuries. If they were healthy, they beat them. I don't care about if potentially we coulda, shoulda, woulda. But reality says, unfortunately, Brunson got hurt.
It is what it is.
Hart got hurt. Randall's been out. Then our center,
OG.
Then OG. Then our center was also out. Nobody's trying to hear that. We lost. We got to take that on the chin.
Yeah, but hold on. Wait a minute real quick. Mitchell Robinson was Embiid. Embiid playing dirty. He took him out.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
was that, game 3 or something?
Mm-hmm.
He pulled his leg and he ain't laying right. So
that didn't help. But, it still went to game 7. And unfortunately, we didn't win. And, Will, this is a lesson learned.
No,
wait till we get to the conference finals. That's what I have been telling you. Mike told you it's the Knicks. So he didn't believe. That's really what Mike always says, is the Knicks.
Y'all wildin'.
But I told you.
And you're wildin' for thinking he's gonna be different next year.
He's not.
He's not.
This is the same gentleman, same one and he was right. They did win the ring that year.
The Nuggets.
Yeah. No. The Warriors.
Oh.
This was the same man that said he wanted what's his face? GP. He liked GP over Kawhi Leonard as the better defender and player just because. No facts, no logical reasoning, no logical opinion, because your opinion can be in logic. Nothing. Just straight, I like him just because I like him.
Yo, he deserved that ring. You see where they are without him?
Yeah.
Like, what happened this season, Will?
Yeah.
He was on that team.
Listen.
It happens. Like, I'm not trying to discredit him. It's just, I'm not going to let him discredit Kawhi.
That's a fact. And that was my point. I said, Will, this man, Kawhi, is a first ballot Hall of Fame. And that's no disrespect to GP. Gary Payton's son. Mm-hmm. But he's not going into that. He's not a first ballot Hall of Fame. He's not.
Bro, it's 30 already.
Yeah, so he's like not.
His career is actually...
He's been injury prone too. Because I think he was injured this year, I think, too.
But he's an older player. He's been G League journey.
That's another thing. College, G League. You don't have a lot of time. But he does have a ring, so that's good for him. But it's
shout out to him.
Yeah, but at the same time, so that's why we are saying what we are saying. This man will jump off. He will jump right off the boat into shark infested water just to prove he can do it. And every time, Will, reel it back in. No, I believe in it. The second the Knicks lost, And the Nuggets lost, that man has been silent.
I ain't get no voice message in the chat. I ain't get no paragraphs, no novels. I ain't had no reading material for the bathroom. Like, it's been quiet, fam.
Yo, do you know how many times I was working at Southern and I'd be driving and I just be like,
yo, I be in the chat. I'll post something. It'd be you or Talik or Cam seen it. Mm-hmm. Will gone.
Will been gone. The only time you gonna get Will is if you add him directly. And even then, he still might not see it right away.
I might be like, yo, GP. He'll be like, somebody say GP?
Yeah. I remember I added him. I said, yo, Will, you good? He's
like, I was like, you wildin', bro.
This man legitimately said, I'm not making no more basketball takes. That's what he said. Hold on, let me see if I can find the message.
Bro, you gotta be careful when you start going off like that. It's like, yo, all that trash talking, like the worse you trash talk, the worse it's gonna get reciprocated when you lose. You know? And I'm telling you right now, that's not the team to be putting your faith in. Like, I respect that y'all fans of it. I'm not mad at that. Because if they win, I'm going to the parade too. I don't care. But it's like, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, they definitely got it. It's like,
I get it. He's confident. He's hopeful. He's trying to will it into existence, but not everything can be willed in when you don't have no control.
And you got Tibbs as the coach.
But check this out. This was our conversation at Willie from at Will. I'm not gonna read out his whole app. You were right over there, laughing emoji. This is what he says. I'm done, bro. Taking an NBA talk break.
Sickness.
Oh, that man was sick. And yo, and to make it even worse, I said I added him fighting for his life in the Discord. This is what he said. Unbelievable. That man has been dying in that Discord, and I knew that night he was getting roasted. Barbecue chicken, Shaq.
Rightfully so, bro.
But going back to it, moving past that, there's always next year. If I'm Randall, I'm scared. Cause you might be up out of here.
But even then, if you come back and we're not as successful,
that's what I'm saying. No, I think they're gonna see how he is in the first half of the season.
He'll make a decision. And
if they're not, because isn't he in a contract? I think this is his contract year, right?
Probably. No, he was going off when he wanted most improved. What was it? Most improved he got?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because that was going to lead to him.
I know, but I didn't see that afterwards.
Because you know how it is. Contract.
I know how it is.
Contract year players be playing different.
Yeah, Kobe White. Shout out to Kobe because he was looking like.
And then the second they get that bag,
he was looking like ass his whole career. And then this year he just showed up. I'm like, yo.
Oh, so apparently, next year's gonna be a player
option.
Yeah, player option. So he has the choice. If he wants to stay, he can stay. If he wants to leave, he can leave. But if he don't ball out this year, if he doesn't take it like this, I'm making this statement now, right to the camera. If he does not ball out this year, if he does not show a better increase in play, trusting his teammates, not being a black hole on the offense, he's a good defender. That's without a doubt. Or not a good defender, okay defender. I think statistically he's
serviceable.
Okay. Yeah. If you don't show out in that first half, this New York, this not the old. I mean, the front office is still the front office. We can't put nothing past them. I want to be very clear on that.
The owner's still the owner.
Yeah, but James Dolan has taken a very massive step back. So he's not as involved as he used to be, which is how it should be. That's why from 2014 to 20. Besides what was that 2019 year? Was it 2019? That we made the playoffs or whatever, and then got eliminated. I think was it 2021?
I thought it was 21.
No, I mean Knicks playoffs. I'm trying to remember off the top because there was a year that we made it that nobody expected.
That's when Trae Young did his thing. You talking about that year or you talking about something
2020, else? Yeah. 2020 going into 2021.
Okay.
We lost all games to Hawks. And then, of course, we lost to the Heat in 2022, 2023, which hurt. But,
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, that man Jimmy Butler was on a mission.
The original MJ son.
Yeah, that's a fact. Older child, older brother. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, contract year. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, we're going to start looking for other options now. And Mikal Bridges.
Yo, you look like Stephen A. right now.
Mikal Bridges now. Mikal Bridges. He right over there in the Nets.
Brooklyn Bridges.
And, you know, Thibs loves him a defensive player, and that's what Mikal can do. Mikal just isn't a star.
Yeah, but what you gonna have to give up to get him?
Well, since we're in win mode, we can give up picks because we're in win mode. Picks only matter when you're trying to build.
Right.
So we can give up some of them picks. We would probably have to give up. We'd have to give up, of course, Randall, but we could probably give up a couple other pieces on the bench and then fill out through the free agency. Find somebody that's willing to take a vet minimum, who had a bad year, who's looking forward to have a better year.
As long as you don't have a Rudy Gobert situation, that's feasible, but you know.
Yeah, but I think realistically, you're gonna have to lose some people. Like I said, I could see them giving up Julius Randle, Miles, Alec Burks, Precious, and probably if they want Jericho Sims. Because we do have to at least keep Mitchell. We have to keep Mitchell at least, even though he's injury prone. We have to keep one big. Jericho Sims didn't seem to be the most competent center right now. He's more of a catch an alley oop and dunk it, which is more of a DJ. But we need defense. But like I said, I could see them because Josh Hart's staying. We all know that. Dante's staying, OG staying, and Jalen are staying. That's the main pieces that we need in order to compete.
Yeah, the Villanova Knicks.
Yeah, so we need them. But Randall, you can get this. Well, I can't say that because he's not a scrub like Stephen A. Smith was calling
Kwame.
Yeah, Kwame Brown. You're not a scrub, so I can't say he's a scrub. I can't, or what do you say?
I'm not repeating it. I don't want Kwame coming after me.
They traded him for like a bunch of pennies and got Powell for him. But
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So, Randall, you need to show out for that first half of next year if you take that player option. If you leave, that's your decision. Right. I don't think you will because this team has shown to be competent enough to at least, when healthy, at least get to the next spot. Mm-hmm. But if you don't show out and we see the basketball stopping with you like a Carmelo Anthony, and you don't have the star potential of Carmelo Anthony, we're going to have some problems. And Randall doesn't even have the scoring potential of Carmelo Anthony because we saw what that looked like.
But he'd be in the offseason training with him. That's the funny thing.
That's probably why the ball stops with him. Think about it. That's probably why the basketball stops with him.
That's why I said it. As soon as you brought him up, I was like, yo, he trains with him in the summer. That's crazy.
And that's why. And damn, I just realized something. Guess who we lost to in 2012?
Time out. 2012?
Yeah.
Was it the Heat or was it the Pacers?
They got us again, the Pacers.
Yeah. Wait, that was 2012?
Yeah, we lost to the Pacers.
Oh, that was
Pacers versus Heat.
No, that was J.R. Smith with
Yeah.
After that, he went right.
Yeah.
Not in New York.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I remember that.
We lost to the Pacers and it's been Pacers and Heat that has destroyed us in the playoffs every time. Celtics we can make it past, believe it or not, but something about
even then they game went 6 games or 7?
6.
And they was old.
No, 6. No, 4-2. 6, yeah, 6.
It was 6.
But I'm looking at the history in terms of historical context. Mm-hmm. We've lost to the Pacers, Bulls, and Heat the most. This is, of course, speaking upon 2000s, not the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Because as we know, that's Boston and Detroit. But Yeah, no. Now currently, I mean, it's the Pacers and Heat have our number, man. That's just how it feels. Something about Miami and Indiana. Miami, that nice fucking beach, and Indiana, that rural ass area, just knocks our urban asses out somehow, some way. But that's the game, right?
So Indiana and Celtics.
Yeah, Indiana Celtics. I think Boston's coming out. I think.
Oh, I know that.
And Indiana doesn't have the defense. Boston has the talent, the star players, the offense and defense. They have Drew. You have Jaylen Brown. You have...
Real quick, what was Halliburton's injury the other night? Hamstring again?
Probably, because that hamstring, I was
going to say, if he's not playing, it's probably going to be a sweep.
Because the hamstring ain't no joke. You can't even really... Yeah, see, the questionable for Game 3 was sore hamstring. And I think that's the same thing that got him in the...
That's what...
In-game tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Was that... No, was it in-game or...
In-season?
Was it in-season or was it the All-Star game that he hurt something?
It was the All-Star.
Yeah, All-Star game. He
in-season, he was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called in-season tournament, right?
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it the play-in, but it's not.
IST.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, man. I mean, it is unfortunate. Had a hell of a run.
If only he did that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. if only my Knicks was healthy. It hurts. But I don't think there's too much basketball talk because I think we pretty much covered everything. Or how about this?
Did we talk about the Mavs? Mavs and...
Yeah. Remember right at the start with the Timberwolves and stuff?
Yeah.
Because
right.
Kyrie, really who's carrying them is Kyrie. Because Luka's been very on and off.
I know. I'm happy. I'm happy to see it.
But Kyrie been hooping, which he's always done in the playoffs. A lot of people don't realize that he just gets hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't want that to happen. I don't want to jinx that and say that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want that. But he's been healthy this whole playoff.
So Kyrie, like, it's certain players in the playoffs who just you already know they're gonna play. Mm-hmm. Kyrie, Dame, Kawhi when healthy. That's not going to happen no more. Playoff Rondo. Jimmy, of course.
I'm trying to think who else.
Jaylen Brown. I give it to Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry.
He found that left this playoff. He didn't have it against the Warriors, but he found it.
He's not playing.
Hey, you know what it is? When you get that contract, you try to make sure you living up that because Boston don't play that.
But even then, I think he just didn't like how people was talking about him.
That too.
Because even in the 22 finals when Tatum wasn't doing his thing, he still was putting up the last points.
Actually Tatum was the one that was getting scrutinized during the finals run.
As he should be. Mm-hmm. But, it's just, I think 2023, that's when they started going at JB, right?
Because he didn't have a left and because of that.
Yeah, he was getting stripped.
But I don't think that was necessarily fair. Because you saw, even during the Warriors run with him, you saw more people talking about Jaylen Brown when, if you look at it statistically, he was hooping. Mm-hmm. And Jason Tatum was getting scrutinized, but he wasn't getting the same scrutiny that Tatum was. Or that Brown was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Brown was getting killed in the media.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see that. Yeah. I don't see why, because I like Brown better than Tatum, honestly.
Well, Brown's
I'm not saying he's a better player, but I like him for a team better.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of do think that.
Listen, I said I didn't say it. I didn't say I wasn't thinking.
In terms of like overall ability.
Mm-hmm. But even then, like I feel like
because Brown always guards the best offensive player guard usually.
It just, for me, like, it's something with like Jason Tatum and Booker. I don't like when they start doing Kobe quotes and shit and they don't win. Like
Kobe wasn't always winning now.
I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is like, don't do that until you got it.
Cam. Hey, I'm just being honest. Cam's another one that I texted you good after his Lakers loss.
But they went further than they were supposed to. In my opinion, the Lakers. I didn't think that roster was good.
Who they played in the play-ins? It wasn't the Warriors. It was the
no. They played New Orleans.
New Orleans and
that's it. They
won.
They eliminated New Orleans, took their spot because they were the 8th seed, I think. So they did that. Then they lost to the Nuggets.
And then Warriors played Sacramento Kings, right?
Yeah. Sacramento, Spain.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a rematch, I think. But
yeah, they wasn't playing.
Yeah, no,
after that last year.
There was like, hold on, we gotta get him in body because they took us out in 7.
Back to the rebuild.
Yeah,
go back to the rebuild.
They took us out in 7 last year. So, but I mean, Jalen. Like, I've seen, Jalen has to be one of the most underrated posterized dunkers in the league.
That's a fact.
He be getting a lot of people.
I'm
we
not
just don't see
lie,
it.
Like, I despise the Celtics.
Oh,
despise them.
Every New Yorker despises them.
Nope, that's cap. Andre.
Watch the mic, man.
Listen, the mic in my way. But Andre. All right, that's a Celtics fan. My boy Mike, he lives in North Carolina now.
They
Celtics
ain't here no
fan.
more. Or him, at least him.
I'm just saying. Just saying, those Celtics fans. But I'm just saying, Jaylen Brown, I want him to get a ring. I'll be happy if he gets a ring. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, everybody else going to get one soon.
Yeah, I think the problem with Jason Tatum is that he's so Kobe-like. And the thing is, you can be a Kobe fan, and I respect this. I want to be very clear. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a player, right? This is gonna be that some would say this is a take. But if you're a Celtic, I can't. And I get it. I think it was the same year that Kobe died. So there was some leeway.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
That was the Lakers. They like job not done and all this other crap. And I'm like, all right. But I get it.
But rocking a 24 purple Lakers colors,
it ain't make no sense. He got what he was supposed to.
I get it, you're a fan, dog. But nah, man. Knowing the history between the Lakers and the Celtics.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you can't do that. And if you were going to say, oh, but he's a fan, he's just showing his appreciation for Kobe, I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that aspect. I get that viewpoint.
But why are you texting the man and he not here no more?
Some people do that. I know a couple people who've done that. So people that have passed.
Yeah, but if you know the person, like, come on, bro.
That's going to make you more likely to do it.
Wait, what?
If you know the person and they pass?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, if it's a relative, you're like, oh, I wasn't even thinking of it. You went in your phone and you just like, where Kobe at? It's like, nigga, you had to look for him. It wasn't come on now.
I get it. And to be fair,
and you know how many years passed since that happened? It's like you look for that. It wasn't like,
yeah, but you gotta understand. Think about when Kobe died. Everybody was shocked.
I'm not saying that at all. I get that, but it's like what you're talking about is like if something happens to a relative that I'm close to, God forbid. Usually, I'm gonna have them in my messages. Like they're gonna be one of the top 10 names I probably hit up the most. It's like, hey, Kobe was not in your top 10 through, 2-3 years? Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. You trying it. Mm-hmm. And I get it because Devin Booker, even his made more sense, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But it's like, yo, stop that.
Well, because Devin Booker's more of a 2 guard. Jason Tatum's more of a 3.
Not even. It was just what was it? The following year it happened.
Didn't he do that when they were doing the swap videos, the jersey swaps, where they had the NBA players wear their favorite player's jersey? I think Tatum chose the fadeaway with Kobe Bryant's thing on.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just
and listen, like I said, we want to be very clear. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of your favorite player or anything like that. But as a Boston Celtics rocking 2-4.
Nah, the shit was corny to me.
It's just not. Appeal to the rivalry because Boston fans they're not going to care as long as you make it to the finals.
I'm gonna just say this much: both of them did something like that, and both of them still ain't got no ring. I'm sorry. Just leave that be. Do it after that you get the chip. Don't start doing all that.
Well, currently one of them is about to change that. Not win a ring, but get to the finals more than once.
Who you talking about, JT?
Yeah.
I mean, he probably gonna get the ring, but he ain't do no antics this time.
Yeah, because
actually, hold on. No. We got a couple weeks.
He still does have that. He still wears that 24 band on his arm.
No, that's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the extra shit.
Oh,
I'm talking about that.
Kobe
extra.
This, Kobe that.
Why are you texting that dead man? Come on now, and you. It's not even that. You put it on social media. That's what I'm saying. That's extra,
okay.
fam.
I get that point.
I'm just saying, all of that, I'm like, you're doing too much, entirely too much. Mm-hmm. You know, but it is what it is.
I got you, but
they probably got it this year, though. Mm-hmm. Just no antics, please.
But like I said, before we move on, shout out to the Mavs. I mean, well, not yet, but shout out to the Mavs for going farther than expected. Shout out to the Timberwolves for improving. Shout out to the Pacers.
I didn't think any of those three teams were going to do anything at all.
Fuck Boston, though. I knew what y'all was going to do. Fuck y'all.
I wasn't talking about them. I called it. I begrudgingly said they were going to go to the finals.
But I think everybody said that. And Will was fighting me, saying that the Celtics didn't have enough for the Nuggets. And I said, if you pull up their teams, they are built for each other to face in the finals.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I came into the argument afterwards, but it wasn't about that because I didn't agree with that.
It was about the contracts.
No, it was about who had more pressure on them to get a ring. Dame or Giannis. And I said Dame. Because Dame ain't got one. And you left your team to go to his team. So you have to make it happen. He has one already. That's all. But anyway, go ahead.
But unfortunately, apparently the Minnesota Timberwolves had a team that was meant to beat the Celtics meant to beat the Nuggets because they beat the motherfuckers in 7, to be fair, but still. It's like, didn't nobody expect this. But
that's why I like the unexpected. It makes it more fun.
Everybody likes sports.
Once it was like the Golden State years, I was like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We all kind of knew. We all knew it was gonna be Cavs and Golden State.
It sucks because I couldn't appreciate it at the
Raptors.
time.
Raptors.
Oh, I called the Raptors. I knew they was winning.
No. I'm talking about because I said I think in 2015, 2016.
Oh, you talking about the LeBron?
Yeah.
LeBron Raptors.
Yeah. During 2015, 2016, and parts of 2017, I thought it was going to be either Atlanta or Raptors. I remember saying Atlanta, and you. I remember I told you. You said Atlanta.
I'm still saying it. No.
You said they ain't got nobody that's gonna take them over the hump. I said, yeah, but they have. I like the team aspect, blah blah.
Yeah, but they ain't had no star.
The boys was out in the second round.
Bro, they was like 4 of them made 1 star player.
Did they get swept?
I believe so. If not, it was 5.
No. Pistons got swept. I think.
Oh, I remember that because dang, he's not even on the team no more. What was the young dude? He's like, yo, LeBron can't guard me. Or he was like, yo, he don't
LeBron stopper.
Yeah, it was a young dude. Stanley Johnson. Talking mad cash.
Well, I'm trying to find. Yep, it was a sweep. They swept them boys. And there was the 1 seed. I forgot they were the 1 seed that year.
Yo, Shannon Sharp talking about OKC was the worst first seed. Nope, that might be it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
They was doing good during the regular season.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I remember that because they had 4 all-star starters. I was like, yo, the East was weak as hell.
I'm trying to remember, was the Mavericks the first seed when Dirk won the MVP?
Yeah. They got swept by, they got beat by the Warriors.
Yeah, I think that's worse though.
That is worse.
That is
it's like, damn, you the MVP.
That's what I'm saying. You got the MVP, and then you got.
That's why KG be kind of shading him every time. He's like, wait a minute. First of all, what it was supposed to be, you get it after the first round.
Yeah,
the first round's included. You can't be getting swept in the first round.
But I think the issue was they gave him the MVP in the 4th game when they was getting swept.
Listen,
that did not help. That did not help.
No, it made it worse.
I think I could be wrong.
I'd be at home like.
But he went on a Avengers tour the next year.
Listen, he did his thing.
He went on a West Coast tour too. He said, I'm beating LA. I'm beating LA. I'm beating this team. I'm beating that team. He beat every team that was in the contention last year. So
no, real talk, like that 2011 ring earned that.
Because he had to.
He faced the hardest teams he could have faced.
What was it, 2011?
2011. I think it was Lakers. It was OKC. Was it also the Spurs?
Yes, OKC, Spurs, Lakers.
Because and then the Miami Heat, bro. That's like one of the best runs. Like that was the most difficult uphill battle for a chip.
Hold on, let me see. Why is it talking about? I don't care, but I need Western. Oh no, where is it? Yeah. Why is it? I don't like how Basketball Reference has their things set up. Playoff series. I just need theirs. I don't need everybody else's. Give me 1 second, y'all. And then we're probably going to move on.
Yeah, we don't got much.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So they actually faced the Portland Trailblazers first.
Okay.
Then they went to the LA, beat them, and then they faced OKC.
Okay, so still, it was a difficult run.
Because I think Portland at that time was still. I think they had just gotten. No,
2012.
that was
next year.
Yeah, that was
Brandon Roy.
Yeah, Brandon B. Roy. B. Roy was another one. Knees. If the knees didn't go out, man.
Him, LaMarcus. So yeah, it was one of those.
I thought if he was still healthy, next year they got Dame. That's why it would have been something. But and they had what's his face before he had that heart thing.
LaMarcus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but enough of basketball talk. You guys know what time it is. We got to talk about it. Kendrick versus Drake, and just the overall state of rap. I think Kendrick won per se. He won. I think the public opinion's view is he won. Financially, I don't think. From a business point, from a musical point, Drake's not really going to be that affected. He's still going to sell.
That's why,
because he's a pop star, so he's still going to sell.
I was gonna say, like, for me, as far as rap beef goes, I didn't really care about it as much because once the first round went and then they kept dropping them overnight, I was like, this is cool, but I was like, it's not gonna change anything.
I think it changed.
Only thing it changed was Kendrick dropped more music than he has in a decade.
But I think it kind of did change some stuff. It's like when Nas dropped Ether. Mm-hmm. A lot of people took Jay-Z off their off their versions of playlists. That was a thing that happened. I think people said for like 2 weeks Jay-Z wasn't playing on the radio. So I think this has changed some people's perspectives. Like, unfortunately, I know somebody who used to listen to Drake all the time. They don't listen to him as much anymore.
Because of that?
Yeah. They've taken some of his songs.
Because of the allegations?
Yeah.
Okay.
The allegations that was dropped in the diss tracks.
Yeah.
So
listen, that's how it should be.
Yeah, so
but I'm just saying there's certain people don't care. You could have killed,
that's a fact.
You could have killed a family of 4. They don't care.
Yeah, but it's like
same thing with R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's exactly R. Kelly effect.
Until you're not making music anymore, then we can go back and care. But when it's like, listen, he's still making stuff I like.
Doesn't R. Kelly still drop? He's in the pen, but I think he still drops music.
Yeah, but ain't nobody listening to it.
I'm talking about the uncles and the aunties still listening to that. I guarantee you. Maybe not ours.
Yeah, but they're not a social media presence. They're not buying music like
that. It's not about social media presence. It's about what the numbers say. Music wise, it's about what the numbers say.
What's his numbers doing right now?
R. Kelly?
Yeah. His new stuff.
Oh, I'm not an R. Kelly guy, but let me see.
That's a wild statement.
I ain't.
No, like it just crazy to say. That's
new music. Let's see. Well, he dropped a new album that said, I admit it, that's not the best name. That's not the best thing. Nah, look at the camera. If you gonna make that face, you gotta look at the camera and make that face.
Yo, move on, please. Move on, please. We don't need to talk about that.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly said, yeah, I'm guilty. From prison.
I know you guilty. That's why you in prison.
But yeah, I mean, listen. Me personally, I still listen to Like Us. They Not Like us. Because that shit's a bop. I ain't gonna lie. But like whenever they not like us. I said, oh, hold on. I guarantee you, Drake, this was Drake. Drake was definitely, when that shit dropped, almost 30 minutes after he dropped his.
That was crazy.
I was like, I guarantee you Drake was like this. He said, he dropped? Let me listen. I guarantee you, this was him. It's got a little bop to it. like
an RDC skit.
Yeah, like you want to hate it, But the way that beat was moving, hey, listen.
He even said it in the next song. He said, I wanted to like it, but you said you tripled down on whatever you said. So
yeah. Trust me, I guarantee you, Drake in public, Drake not gonna listen to that. But in his, they not like us. I guarantee you,
he gonna hashtag it at some point.
Because I think Meek Mill and I think Jay-Z even said, not Ether, because Ether's not really a song you listen to like that anyways.
Not for that. Back to back, yo.
Nah, back to back, I ain't gonna
love that song.
That beat's nice, the flow is nice.
It just
the cash lines, and I think that's what made Not Like Us.
You're right. It's the same thing. It's
A
like
minor. It's like, oh man.
And you got the joint with Knuckles in him.
And then he held it. If he didn't hold the A minor, it'd be like, oh. But then it's like, oh, A minor? It's like out of all the things. And then OVO.
Like, you making it catchy, bro. You making the diss catchy.
But I think that's what made him great. Is that Kendrick? I think somebody was, hey, Kendrick, though they saying you can't make no hits. You making all this music that's like rap music. And listen, Kendrick did a hell of a job. Mm-hmm. He showed he can do every single style that y'all want him to do and destroy you in it.
Yeah.
He did slow. He did methodical. And then he said, oh, I can't make a club hit? You think I'm not Drizzy? I'm not Drake? The 6 God? I'm not the 6ix9ine God, as Kendrick would say.
Yeah.
Watch this. They not like us. I'm about to have y'all Crip walking. Man, you might not even be a Crip. like. That beat was crazy.
It's trending number 2 on YouTube.
Still, because hey, listen, they not. I guarantee you, all the West Coast is bumping that.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's the difference. And I always tell people, the worst thing the East Coast could have done was the whole Jay-Z Rockefeller situation. That was one. The second thing, 50 Cent. The worst thing they did was side with Ja Rule during that whole beef. Because when they sided with Ja Rule, that made 50 go to Toronto to record. He recorded it in Toronto, and then Dr. Dre heard it on the West Coast. Think about it like this, right? I don't care what nobody says. Aftermath is the legit definition of aftermath. You had the West Coast and Dr. Dre, the Midwest with Eminem, and the East Coast with 50 Cent. He had everybody on one label.
Facts.
Only thing he didn't have was the South. That's the only person he didn't have. And when you look at it like that, you're like, Eminem and 50 Cent? You got 2 greats in the music industry on your album or on your label. And they're both friends. So you don't have to worry about no infighting. All of the drama you're going to have to deal with is going to come from the outside.
All of it's going to be G-Unit.
G-Unit and Ja Rule. And Ja Rule's, if people say Ja Rule's biggest mistake is that Haley bar. To where he talks about, Kim and all them being a slut. What do you think Haley's going to be when she grows up?
Listen,
that was devastating at the end.
Listen, we went to that game, that Big 3 game over the summer last year. People was booing him. They don't forget, bro.
Well, a lot of people like the bar. It's just what came after.
I'm just saying,
was what devastated him. Because then,
no, it was crazy how yeah.
After the Murder Inc. scandal happened, then Eminem hit him. Eminem and 50 Cent dropped on the rapped on the same track, dissing him. They used Tupac's flow against him. And then made a whole song dissing him in Tupac's flow. It was just ruthless. And you can say nothing. Because when you're under investigation, for those that don't know, you're not really supposed to be dropping diss tracks. You're not supposed to drop anything. Because anything that you drop. So he had to be quiet. And then by the time he could respond, nobody cared.
Yeah, it's already over.
It's like, oh, he's saying stuff now, but it's too late. Oh, he's a snitch. Then people look at the documents. Everybody that was in that stabbing situation, I think it was a stabbing and a shooting, but nobody got shot. I think 50 got stabbed. So for those that don't know, what I'm talking about is when Ja Rule and 50 were beefing, there was an incident at a studio to where Ja Rule's people ran up into 50 Cent's recording studio. Whole bunch of shit happened. Apparently lights went out. Motherfuckers got stabbed. When something like that happens, and people are injured, people outside of the situation got injured, like random studio people got stabbed that had nothing to do with it. When stuff like that happens, restraining orders get put out regardless of if you talk or if you don't. Mm-hmm. So allegedly, there was a restraining order put out by the police against 50 Cent's will, but because there was a restraining order put out, people can now say he snitched because there's paperwork. So, but by that point, there hadn't been no murder scandal. Them being involved with gang ties and RICOs and all that. So, like I always tell people, that was the East Coast's biggest mistake. Allowing for Roc Nation to fail the way it did between Jay-Z and Dame, which led to Cam, Mace, pretty much anybody that was popping in New York. How it should have been is how Sacramento, the Bay, Compton, they might not always be cordial, but there's always respect. So when it's their coast versus anybody else, they will be on the same team.
I say this, I've said this a few times to different people. I think what makes New York different from other places is, like, let's just say you're writing a TV show. Mm-hmm. You got man number 1. You got farmer number 2. You got kid number 3. Everybody plays their role in other places. Everybody wants to be the lead character in New York.
And that's the problem.
Always. Every time.
And unfortunately, you might be known for... I'm going to compare it to, let's say, the Compton, right? You might be beloved in Compton, but not be loved on the national stage and be fine. If you're loved in the Bronx, you're going to want to be loved in New York, and then you're going to want to take over the world. If you're loved in Brooklyn, you're going to want to go from Brooklyn to Manhattan, Bronx, loved throughout New York, then over the world. Everybody wants to be dominant in New York. People in Cali, because of how big Cali is, understands
you can have your own region. Yeah. You can have your own piece.
And I think that's the problem, is that in New York, everybody's trying to take over.
All of it.
Yeah, everybody's trying to take over. That's why there was such an issue between Jay-Z, Cameron, anybody signed under Rockefeller that was after Jay-Z.
Every time.
Because in their eyes, they felt like Jay-Z was trying to stifle them. In Jay-Z's eyes, Jay-Z was just trying to grow. And that's the problem.
Somebody gotta get stifled for me to grow.
Yeah, and that's not really true.
In New York?
In New York, that's how we feel. It's not. Cali has shown this that you can do it that way.
Yeah, but that ain't how New York roll.
That's a fact.
Unfortunately.
And I think the gangs of Cali is why it's kind of like that, because a lot of them are still interconnected. You go to Bronx, Brooklyn, certain parts of those areas, all those gangs are fighting each other all the time. And that's not to say California, we all know Compton, they all fight all the time. But it's different. There is some mutual respect.
I was going to say, you'll still have infighting among the same group.
Now there's no beating Chicago. Chicago different. Them boys different.
Listen, I ain't talking about nobody else's region.
Yeah, Chicago different. But
let's keep it to rap.
Exactly. Chicago's different. I watched the King Von doc on Trap. You should watch that. That is crazy. Dude was telling what he was going to do on Twitter. And then 5 minutes after, did y'all hear about that guy that got shot? And then a couple hours later, kid shot in Chicago, but nobody knows who the murderer is. And he's on Twitter. Comes into the rap game, unfortunately passes. Rest in peace. I don't want no problems. It's crazy. Chicago, they are a breed of their own when it comes down. They will shoot up a funeral session of the person they just shot. Like, they are wild boys. But I think that's what kind of killed New York rap scene for a little bit. That whole 50 Cent debacle. Because I think people thought 50 Cent would just die off.
Yeah, they thought he would go away. And
then that went up. He went up north.
Yo.
It's crazy how 50 Cent went up north to save his career. And now I'm
going to just say this much. 50 Cent is still just as relevant as when he was making music.
Because he be trolling.
It don't matter. He got power. He got BMF. It's like he's staying relevant. Like for people to think he was going to go away, it's like... And
I also think the Diddy thing is also keeping him relevant. I mean, Diddy,
Ja Rule. You're talking about right now.
Yeah, Ja Rule. Even back then, Ja Rule with the whole Fire Festival. with that whole debacle. Mayweather, I will give you $50,000 right now if you can read the first page of this book without stuttering.
No stutter, no slowing down.
That's what I'm saying. He finds exactly. He finds ways to stay relevant because he's a big troll. Mm-hmm. He was, unfortunately, he's 6'9", done right. Pause. I put a pause on that quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll pause it.
Listen, you said it so quick, I had to process what you said.
Yeah, he is a certain rainbow-haired rapper done right. Without the rainbow hair. And he has a mostly... No, he's not bald. But...
No, he just got it cut short.
Buzz cut. So... Like I always tell people, if that didn't go the way it did and 50 never beefed with Ja Rule, I think New York would be more cohesive. Because even now, New York is still in a state of Bronx versus Brooklyn because of the whole South Bronx versus Brooklyn thing.
It's not going to change. That's just part of the...
Harlem's still Harlem.
Unfortunately, that's just part of our identity.
Harlem's still Harlem. Jamaica's... Or I guess Jamaica, Queens. Queens/Harlem is still Harlem, so... But... what's the next? So, this is another... Oh, and I want to say something before I move on. Women rappers, can y'all please start rapping on wax? I'm tired of seeing y'all beef spread out on Twitter. I'm tired of that shit. Put that shit on wax and say something. Like,
I was gonna say something. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You on the pod? You might as well finish.
Nope. Don't want no problem with the women.
I'm not talking about the Cardi. Well, I am. I don't want no smoke though, Cardi B, and I don't want no smoke from Nicki Stans. What they call? Barb's, Jaden. I don't want no problems because she's a big Barb. Love you. Don't want no problems.
Are you talking about Jalen?
Yeah, Jalen. I said Jaden. Jalen. Yeah. Jalen, I don't want no problems. She actually just sent me memes like 2 days ago. So I don't want no problems. But you have to start putting shit on record. Like, I can't keep going on to my Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and seeing Nicki's beefing with blank. And it's all tweets, no records. Like, now they started to drop records, but I be hearing the records, I'm like, you can't talk about popping pussy on a diss record. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't. Diss them.
It don't speak to you. It's not supposed to, but...
I get that. But Remy Ma did it pretty well with her Sheether.
She a goon, though.
And that's my whole point.
She a goon.
So there is a way to do it. Foxy wouldn't do that. Lil' Kim wouldn't do that. I mean, she would, but she would make it. She would diss you first, and then bring up the popping pussy bars, popping tags, fine private.
Listen, I get you.
So it's like you guys, like, I think Glorilla dropped something. JT has dropped diss tracks. Meg and of course Nicki, but that was whack. I ain't gonna lie. Both of them was whack. But Barb's, don't kill me. Don't kill me. But they were both trash, but Nicki's was more trash. Because I'm sorry, you can't do an Instagram live of you recording the record and laughing and then use that same as that thing and think it's gonna hit the same. And the bar didn't even hit when you was recording it on Instagram.
I knew you, as soon as you was like, yo, I don't want them to come after me, I knew you was going to say something.
Listen.
To entice them to come after me.
I'm not enticing nobody. I'm speaking my opinion. And my opinion is they was both mid, but one was worse than the other. They was not even mid. They was trash. I'm sorry. They was trash. Jalen, you can say what you want. They was trash. Dookie. Kwame Brown played better than them tracks played.
I don't want no smoke, Kwame.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, that's a compliment. Because that means you was okay. I can't even give them diss tracks okays. Both of them. For Meg, with your styling woman running around and for the Barbs. No, I ain't doing that. But the state of the world since Shannon Sharp's interview with Cat Williams has been out of pocket, yo. There's been beefs everywhere. Rap, I think you could argue that's a little bit more scripted because rap numbers have been dropping. But in terms of...
Black culture has taken a hit, bro.
Everybody
and their mama getting allegations put on.
People are saying Jay-Z's next. I don't want that to happen. That's my goal. But I've seen videos of Jay-Z being in certain scenarios, so...
I'm just saying, like, the thing is, when you see certain pictures taken at his events and you see like that inner circle, you can't help but wonder.
Exactly. Like,
and you know, it's like, anyway,
it puts a lot of people in a
lot
tough,
of people who are gonna
get caught up
along, you know, along with him.
Listen, once that Casey video came out,
Talking about Cassie?
Yeah, Casey.
Casey, yo, your pronunciation is wild, bro.
You know what it is?
No, when I saw it, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
he snatched the shit out of her.
No, I'm just saying, like, the nigga, like, he came out with the towel, like, I was like,
he said running.
No. Nah.
And then people posted that hotel movie of him where he was in that and it was like, well, this is a bad look.
Nah, that.
What they say, literature or fantasy is as much as reality is fantasy.
Reality inspires fiction and vice versa. Yeah.
So
it's.
There's Cat Williams said it best. There's gonna be a lot of truths that come out this year.
He said something about like no more lies being told this year. I'm like, yo, no bullshit. Like all year.
I think who's next? I think who's really next?
It's like we got Meek Mill, got Diddy, you got
a lot of people.
Oh man, I'm going blank right now.
Pretty much most of Diddy's entourage is pretty much being held up. Everybody's being posted up.
Even Drake just now.
Drake with the kids. I mean, you could argue Kendrick Lamar with
Kendrick also
domestic violence situation, even though that hasn't necessarily come out to be true. But
it's just the fact that you're even being brought up about stuff like that.
But that's gonna happen. That's rap beef. Shit always gets brought up. So, but it's just the state of the world. I think truthfully, the next ones who gonna get got, me, and you can say this is a bias, Gayle King and Oprah. I ain't forgot which I tried to do with Kobe. I ain't forgot that interview to where she tried to get some of Kobe's friends to talk bad about Kobe. And one of them said, you had all this time to ask him when he was alive. Why didn't you ask him then?
I don't got no...
So...
I got...
Especially Oprah, because Oprah's been hanging out with some odd ones.
I have my opinions on Oprah. I'm going to leave it to myself because...
Oh, I do too.
People in my house who know me, they know what it is.
Mm. I feel you. All right. We can... talk about good old One Piece. We can talk about anime in general. Now, I'm not perfectly caught up. I pretty much know relatively what is happening.
Okay. I saw the chapter the other day. This week's chapter. So I'm caught up.
When Luffy really perfects Gear 5,
he might die.
But I think when he does it, I don't know what could stop him besides throwing him into water. And even then, he might land in seawater generally affects them the second they touch it.
But ain't clouds made of water? Water vapor?
They're made of water vapor, but it has to be in the pure form. Because it's the same reason as to why when Luffy's in a jacuzzi, he'll get into that state.
Yeah.
To where he can't move.
No, I get you.
So I think, and it's definitely not clouds because of...
I know, that's why
Big Mom's. She has a cloud.
Oh, yeah.
So
she got a living cloud.
Yeah, so
yeah, she got a new one. I forgot about that.
Because didn't Nami take the other one?
Yeah, but even then, before, because he came back to her, and because Law encased him in the metal, and he couldn't save her, she made a new one, and just was like, you all right.
You done.
We gonna retire.
You wasn't that strong anyway. But One Piece, Shanks is being brought up now. Luffy's officially the emperor or an emperor of the sea. He was already one, but he was just unofficial. When he really gets that Gear 5 right, I don't know what else you can do to stop him unless you catch him when he's sleeping.
Even then, you got Zoro to look out for. He ain't gonna.
You got Zoro and you got Sanji that have observation hockey now. So someone's walking to Luffy?
And I need to see, Usopp develop his, because we know he has it too.
He definitely has it, and because he's a sniper like his father, it should be even better.
The next arc is he's gonna have his moment because he's been quiet lately. Next arc is Elbath. They said November they'll be up to that. So
I think the reason as to why we haven't seen a lot of him is because of where they were at, Samurais.
No, it didn't make sense. I'm just saying, like, he's gonna get his moment.
That's a fact. and like I said before, Toon power. I mean, it's not called Toon power, but that's the realist. If you're talking about from our perspective, because he's able to
talking about what Luffy does.
Yeah.
He could change the whole,
which is like Toon power, pretty much, which allows him to make things cartoon like.
Yeah.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
That's broken.
Being able to grab a whole damn earth and just jump up and lift it to where, and then it bends like plastic, shoots the same attack back at the other person, is ridiculous. Because if you try to shoot at him, all right, that's rubber now.
That's
like,
it.
Then
you picked up a lightning rod and threw it at Kaido, bro.
Like that is crazy. It's like, and that was when he first got it, and he didn't even know what it was. Now that he has it, I've seen that fight with what's his face,
Rob Lucci.
Yeah, Rob Lucci. That man took Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci thought he was just gonna go Gear 2, Gear 3, and be straight.
First of all, he asked him to go into the form. That's his fault. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, that's the fact. He said, "Don't you have white hair?"
He said, "What?" He said, "What's that form in the poster?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you want to see that?"
I guess he didn't even he last 4 attacks.
He did not want to see that.
That man Luffy charged up, put glasses on.
I was like, "Where you get the glasses from, cartoon?"
Toon Town.
Pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Came right out, boop, and hit him with a whole punch to his face and knocked him out.
That's it.
And he said, "I am not ready for this."
No.
He thought, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that awakening form would do more damage.
Against Luffy? Gear 5? It would have got him Gear 4, but no. Gear 5, he's
Gear 5
broken,
different.
bro.
Gear 5, I mean, that's...
The only advantage right now is, like you say, he doesn't know how to use it. But once he gets to that point, it's over.
Do you think if... what's his face from last? Not Big Moms, but the Cage. Dolph.
Doflamingo?
Yeah, do you think if Doflamingo wasn't so tired from fighting? Because a lot of people don't realize he fought Luffy like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Luffy got knocked out.
Usually that's how it goes with Luffy. Like ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of Crocodile. He fought him a few times and lost.
Yeah,
and then he finally won.
Exactly. So do you think if Dolph wasn't so tired? Because Dolph had been fighting that whole damn time. He'd been fighting
First of all, I think he would have beat him. Because... number one, he was in 2 places at once for a little bit. He was controlling the bird cage while he was fighting
That's
Luffy.
what I'm saying.
And he was fighting Law.
Wasn't that part of his awakening, though?
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was. That was a part of his like awakening ability, which is the strings.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was doing that. He was fighting them.
Fighting everybody. and fighting Luffy. Luffy became miniature because that's the effect of Gear 4 at the time. Made him made him like a small childlike character.
No, that was Gear 3. He hasn't done that in a long time.
I thought that affected him in Gear 4 too.
No, he just goes back to his form and he can't use haki for like 10 minutes. Well, at the time. Unless they did it in the manga, I don't remember.
No. It was in the
Because I was gonna say I haven't seen Little Luffy since it's been a minute, bro.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to see if I can find an image of just him after, not with him in it, because I don't need him in it. So yeah, no, I can't. But I could have sworn it made him become because Gear 4 is a mixture of Gear 2 and Gear 3 with haki.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him go Little Luffy since the time skip.
Let me see. Oh, you know what? That's the perfect way to write it, Little Luffy.
Yeah. And I like Little Luffy, bro. That was my guy. You know?
Man, I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
I haven't seen I promise you I haven't seen it. But
yeah. But regardless,
he would have won.
He definitely would have won if Dolph didn't have to focus on everything else.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people that Luffy has fought would have won if he wasn't the MC.
The last one before
Katakuri?
Yeah, definitely. Katakuri, I think Katakuri would have really won.
He let him win.
Because he kind of got knocked out. But it was like
But even then he did it to himself.
He kind of gave up.
Yeah, he let him have it. He didn't want to fight him. Mm-hmm. He actually liked Luffy.
Mm-hmm. And that the most epic, besides that arena clash that they had.
That was a nice little arc. I like
that. That besides that arena. Yeah. Besides that little thing. And that's when Sabo got what's his face is
Ace's
devil fruit. But I'm trying to think. That hockey clash and the one with Katakuri has to be some of the most epic hockey clashes because they put the Dragon Ball Z effect behind it.
I'm gonna be honest, I really like that because when Luffy went in the mirror, and he went and smashed it. I was like, yeah, he different.
He said,
granted, he was about to lose that fight, but
he said, what did Luffy say before they clashed? Before him and Katakuri, he said, "There's a whole bunch of weaklings in here." Luffy was like, "Let's get him out the way." Boom, hockey clash, and knocked everybody out. And I was like, ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I do remember that. That was crazy.
And it was crazy. And to make it even crazy, you could see their eyes while everybody was getting knocked out. Mm-hmm. And it was Luffy eye and his eye.
I forgot about that. That was good.
I still go back and watch that hockey clash on replay. I'll be like, damn. That one in the Coliseum. Because the Coliseum knocked everybody out except for Luffy and the dude with the
Shinjo or something.
Yeah, that knocked, and that was epic.
He was pissed off because Garp bodied him, and I'm like,
and you gonna put that out on the grandkid, or the grandkid?
That's the only person he could fight. He couldn't fight Dragon.
Well, when he was younger, he could have been able to,
possibly,
because Dragon started off as a Marine.
Yeah, I found that out. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Spoilers, by the way, so it's a little late, but
I was gonna say if once you said you were caught up, that was your clue.
Yeah.
That was your warning.
So Dragon, and then we got that. Now we're starting to learn about that person that's able to drop islands and just obliterate islands.
Emu.
Yeah, Emu. That's gonna be crazy.
The what you call it?
Luffy's
the mother
fruit.
flame.
Yeah, Luffy's fruit really not being called.
It's not the gum fruit.
Yeah, gum fruit. It's something else.
The human.
Yeah, human.
It was like
Zion fruit or something like that.
It's a zone fruit, but it's not a What's the three types? The Paramecia is Zoan,
and then Mystic something. Has to do with the I can Google it.
Paramecia, that's when you change your body into something.
Yeah. You
got the Zoan where you turn to the animals.
Logia, Zone.
Logia, that's it.
Logia is like the legendary fruits. That's right, what right. What's his face has. The old Admiral. He has the Buddhist.
The Buddha one.
Yeah. Which that shit's ridiculous. I still want to see him fight.
Shit, I forgot his name. I feel bad. Garp and Sengoku.
Yeah, there you go.
Sengoku.
Yep, I was actually about to.
It's all good.
But it's like stuff like that. It's like, I said, One Piece starting to get into the real heavyweights now.
Bro, One Piece, like, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking the whole time that I enjoyed pre-time skip a little more. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, it was good fights. It was good, like, story, like, bringing things together. But this arc, Egghead, is like how...
It's history, it's lore.
Like, Sabaody, when they was when the supernovas met up, and then you meet Rayleigh, and he started talking about Roger and all that stuff. And then you had the war after that. I said, this is the direction we're going right now. Yeah. I said, this is going to be the best of post-time skip.
I think that was because I think pre-time skip, he, I can't remember the author of One Piece. I'm just drawing a blank on his name.
Ichiro Oda?
There you go. Ichiro Oda. No, I just can remember him. but Oda, he said that One Piece was supposed to end at Alabastar.
Oh, that would have been trash.
Yeah,
that would have been trash.
But that's when it was supposed to end. That
would have been a cool ending, but
because I think he said that's all the money they had for him. And then I think he said what was before Alabastar?
Chopper's Island.
Before that one, the one that was in the sky, Skypiea.
I was gonna say that wasn't before that, but Skypiea.
But Skypiea and then the Lucci versus Luffy fight that changed everything. Because according to him, they said we need more. That's literally what they told him. They said,
"Wait a minute, hold on, no. Skypiea was after Alabasta because Robin was on the team at that point."
I thought
Robin was working for Crocodile in Alabasta, and then she joined the crew, and then they went to Skypiea.
Yeah, I thought that was the same. Hold on, I'll tell you right now, Arxon. You could be right. I'm just
no, it's fine.
Let me see.
You're supposed to fact check.
Yeah, you're right. It was right after.
Because
it goes East Blue, Arabasta, Skypea.
The Grand Line when you
Water
Laboon
7
and all that stuff. Water 7's my favorite arc.
But that's what he said. So then, hold on, let me see this.
Water 7 was Rob Lucci. That was, I'm not gonna lie, that's what really, like, granted, I already watched like 300 episodes to get to that. But once they did that reveal of Rob Lucci and all of them, I was like, yo.
So maybe it was the Arabasta that got him the money.
Okay.
And then after that, they saw 7 and said, nah, you gotta keep going, big dog. And then he just extended it. Pause. So, hey.
He did right.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna catch me.
No.
You're not gonna catch me. Because that led to Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark actually had some epic moments in it though.
It did. It
like punching the to where he snapped his back in half was crazy.
Who was there?
When right at the end when Luffy went he and then punched down.
You talking about Moria?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I hated Moria. He was
Summit
trash.
War. I think Summit War was the build up to everything else.
No, facts.
And then because after that you got Impelled Down. Ooh.
Impelled Down is so slept on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bon Clay.
That Poison dude.
Magellan?
He should have killed Luffy.
He should have killed a lot of people. He should actually kind of be an admiral.
He
should be one of those admirals.
Because you got Gravity.
He was unfuckwittable.
You got that Gravity guy.
You got the Plant guy.
Got the Plant guy. I think Poison could have replaced Plant.
He was trash. He ran as soon as Shanks. He was like, yo, is that Shanks?
He said, nah, I gotta get going.
I ain't see Shanks. I ain't see him in a minute. I gotta go.
That's
why they was like, yo, that's the Wi-Fi hockey. He was on his ship outside the country.
That's
and he stopped him.
And then of course you got good old the classic to
Green Bull or something.
Yeah, but then you got the good old classic Marine Ford, which is what stole everybody's hearts. Rest in peace, Ace.
Man, fuck
and Ace didn't need to die, by the way. I still don't understand.
That's why I say I don't care about it as much as other people do. I felt bad for Luffy.
I get it, his ego and his pride saying you got to fight. Dog, you was free. Just run.
Listen, I understand certain events have to happen in the story.
Magma versus fires, 2 people that have... Stop it.
Come on now, and Luffy of all times, he's gonna chase after a piece of paper he dropped. Come on.
I get Whitebeard dying. I get that because that's
Whitebeard should have died.
Because he was old and he was dying. So it wasn't even like he was sick already.
He got stabbed. Exactly, he was sick already. Yeah. It was a matter of time.
Yeah, that's like I feel like now they're trying to get rid of the older generation. Whitebeard was the first.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's basically them replacing everything. Same way, what you call it right now. The Yonkos.
Yeah.
You got Buggy the Clown. You got Luffy. You got Shanks. And then you got Blackbeard.
Yeah.
It's like...
Which has Whitebeard's old power.
Yeah.
Which I think the only reason why he's able to have that is I think how it works is his original devil fruit negates or is like darkness. So whatever effects he would feel is just getting canceled out. And that's what allows him to use the other devil fruit. But he cannot get another one because the other devil fruit would probably start fighting with whichever devil fruit he gets.
We gotta see.
And that's also gonna be crazy because how would a black hole fare up against Toon Powers?
I don't know.
Like that's gonna be a crazy battle when that happens.
The thing is, was being set up because dang, I was about to sneeze, yo. I got like that allergy itch.
Oh, I feel you.
But what's the dude from? He was with the fake Straw Hats when they all met up again.
Oh, I know. Who
the mud dude.
Yeah. And he's still behind them, by the way. Pause.
He's met up with Blackbeard's crew, and he told them where Pluton is, and he told them where
snitching ass motherfucker.
Yeah. So basically, the whole time he was with them, and they saved his life, and he's they know that Pluton is under Wano. And they know that Poseidon or Neptune, whatever it's called.
Neptune.
Yeah. They know that's Shirahoshi.
Neptunia, something like that? Neptunia? They put like a...
I know that...
Isn't like an underwater boat or something like that? It was something like that. Or no, that's what they destroyed to get to it.
That was the arc.
Yeah.
That was the arc that I think that was Joy Boy's ship.
Nah, fighting
original Joy Boy.
That was crazy though. That fighting underwater for Luffy, I was like, how's this gonna work? But they made that shit work. I think they said they put him in a bubble.
Yeah, they did. So, and he went and put it. I said, get the fuck out of here. No, that don't work.
But that's that Joy Boy shit right there. And it was right next to his ship. I feel like that Oda could finesse that and say, well, Joy Boy's presence was near the ship, so that worked for Luffy.
You can say whatever, bro. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
The fact that I let Ace die,
but he kind of had to die. I think that's supposed to be Luffy's inspiration.
He had to die because he wouldn't have gone to another level. Because on top of that, like he was just facing a lot of L's at one point. Because like even the crew got scattered by Kuma, and he didn't understand the reasoning behind it at the time. But he felt like he was a failure. And then Magellan poisoned him in the prison, and he was about to die. And then Bon Clay stepped in,
took 20 years off his life.
10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
It's 10 years each time, and then. Again, at Marineford, he took another 10.
So
and then
20.
Already, they already said, like,
Gear
the
2
first time
takes
Gear
off.
2, it takes time off your life because... Like,
of the increased blood pump.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I know it only gets worse the more gears you go up.
That's what I'm telling people. I'm telling Will's like, you know how Will is. Will's like, he cannot die, blah, blah. I'm like, Will, he's going to die when he finds the One Piece because he's not going to have nothing to live for.
But even then... What's the point of introducing characters and bringing them back from previous arcs if you're not going to have something at the end where everybody reveres him?
Yeah, reveres. And then, of course...
Like how he changed everybody's life for the better.
and I think that's kind of my point is that the same way as to how Rogers got revered, even when he was dying, you still heard, where's the One Piece at? You have to go find it. And it's like, and I guarantee you, it's going to be the same thing. I'll say this
much. I don't care what. People got to give that man his props because it was about to be quiet. It wasn't going to be nothing. He was like, wait a minute, yo, you got treasure?
Yeah, that's a fact. Like I think
everybody else was just like, oh my gosh, they're going to kill him.
I've seen that on the One Piece Reddit. Like a what if that guy doesn't ask that question?
No One Piece.
Yeah, no One Piece.
Straight up.
That's the end of it. He dies, his treasure is... There might be people that are like, he's a pirate, so he has to have treasure. But only the pirates that were around that time would probably go get it.
Right.
Because he did it... Didn't they broadcast it on the TV?
What?
His execution.
No. So they broadcast Aces.
Yeah, I remember that, but I could have sworn... So
they just scattered the newspapers.
Oh, okay.
But... what they're doing now, they're broadcasting...
execution now.
No, not the execution. Vegapunk.
Oh, okay.
He broadcast to the entire world about the Void Century, so... Which is cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So
it makes a lot of sense when you go back through all the arcs.
Yeah, because that's still one... I can't imagine how much different history is if that one guy... Like, I know... Every admiral, marine, they probably want to shoot that motherfucker.
He probably didn't make it to the end of the day, I promise you.
If I said, you?
You're like, oh, hell no, keep him.
You just a random civilian. Why would you ask? Come here. And he was never seen again.
They probably did it on the spot.
What was it like? Sorry. Go ahead. I'm about to look up something.
Who's that?
No, the Chinese incident, that Tank Man. they snatched his ass up. He was never seen again.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, like straight up. I'm standing in front of all them damn tanks.
What your dumbass doing asking them stupid questions?
Snatch his ass up.
Yo, it's been, 20-something years since he died? Yeah. Since his execution?
I guarantee you that man's still in prison. Look at what you caused.
He probably dead.
Look at what you caused. Well, no, sometimes they'll keep you alive just to...
We'll see. That'd be cool.
Because they don't often kill One Piece characters like that unless it's like a main stage character. They don't.
That's one of my issues with One Piece.
That's what I'm saying too.
Lie. That is one of them.
The only people that we know that have died that were really, really important that weren't flashbacks.
Those are character building.
Yeah, deaths. Character buildings. It's not.
My thing is, it makes the villain look a lot weaker. It does.
Because you telling me this dude has him blade at throat and just gonna throw him off into water. stab. Like, oh, you done. I'm not gonna throw you off into no water until
I could go through every arc and it'll be a moment like that.
Luffy not falling into that sand, surviving with the blood. Like if I'm what's his face?
You talking about when Robin saved him? Like, cause he stabbed him through the chest with the hook.
Yeah,
Robin saved him. It didn't make sense that he survived it. But I'm not talking about him.
I'm also just gonna cut your head off if I got you in there.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about Luffy. I'm not talking about no main characters. I'm talking about Pell. He brought a nuke up into the sky.
Oh, he survived.
Survived it. What's the
Everybody
point?
cried like as if he died.
I ain't cried about shit, but I know what you mean.
No, not me. I'm talking about the people in the show.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Pell. Pell came back. Pell was at the reverie. I didn't see the other guy who survived, who turned into a jackal, I think. But then Skypiea, you had the old man, the girl's father. He went point blank, lightning blast. Nami was like, oh no. And it's like, he came back. And he don't got no powers. He's a civilian.
That's the one thing I can give. Who am I thinking of? Like Naruto in some aspects. Like Naruto don't often lose like Luffy because Luffy will take an L. But if somebody dies in Naruto,
they gone.
Unless you're Gaara, you gone. You're not coming back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect them to do that so early in the new series. That would have been a bad move, though.
Like unless you're Gaara, Neji
didn't make no sense.
Gone.
That's another one that didn't make no sense.
Yeah, he didn't have to die.
He didn't.
I wasn't it for like Hinata or something like that? Like it was to give her inspiration.
Get the fuck out the way. You ain't gonna do nothing this series or next series. Get out the way, please.
And the only work you put in was to
put in was making Boruto.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
And their daughter.
Yeah. She cool too.
But outside of that, Sasuke and Sakura really was the real dream team hooker. No, I didn't expect their daughter to be the one that wants to become Hokage. I didn't expect that. And I can see that happening too.
Yeah.
Boruto becomes like the Sasuke of the Leaf. I can see that happening. Them flipping the script. But Boruto, here's the thing, man. That animation quality has taken a massive drop.
I haven't watched.
From what I've seen, it's bad.
I just know he looks cooler, like when he's older. He got like the one eye or whatever the case is. He look cool.
Cool is cool, but I need more. I need a proper story with good animation. Like you guys, the ball has slipped.
And real quick, Frankie ain't shit. All right.
The shipbuilder?
Straw Hat,
yeah.
Frankie.
Yeah.
He been through so many historic moments and he don't remember them because he ain't want to be there. Gold Roger showed up to get his ship repaired. I'm not talking to pirates. Odin was right behind him, bro. He didn't even know.
He didn't even
know. Yeah, Frankie's like 40 something.
Yeah,
late 30s, 40s. But
it's that robotic ability that's keeping him going the way he is.
Cola. But is that the Void Century, like the plans? It's like, how you had them plans and you ain't read them once?
They didn't even look.
No, he just burned them. He just kept them in a box. It's like, bro, you could have helped us so long ago, but you don't have the information.
You could have guided us right to where we needed to go the whole time. Skipped everything.
Yo, we could have had something. You could have talked to Odin. We could have known so much about Wano before we got there. It's like, bro, you a slacker.
Because you said, I don't want to talk to pirates.
Because my parents were pirates and I got abandoned. I get it.
But Odin wasn't the shipbuilder of Roger's ship his parents or something like that? Frankie's parents? Yeah. No. Yeah, Frankie's parents. Wasn't it?
I don't think we knew. I know that Tom, he built Gold Roger's ship.
How long ago was the Void Century?
900 years.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I guarantee you they're gonna try to flip some Joy Boy shit and say his great ancestors were the shipbuilders. I was gonna say his parents, but that's too long. I was gonna say they're gonna try to flip that.
It could be.
It
could. I feel like the ending of One Piece is going to be immaculate. Like everything tying together because it's already great.
But I'm sorry to say Luffy has to die.
Yeah, I don't want it to, but it makes sense.
If Luffy doesn't die, that man has a lifespan that even Death Note couldn't touch.
But at the same time, you got people who's like Dr. Correa. She's like 140 40 something.
But I don't know what Dr. Curry has been through because we don't get too much information about her. But
I'm just saying, if somebody could live,
she hasn't been poisoned. Poisoned. Yeah. Doing all these abilities, fighting.
I get you. So I don't think he's gonna make it, but we need a Kobe and Luffy, fight together.
Yeah, either
fight each other and together.
That has to be the final. That's
because you have to.
You gotta tie that in.
You have to carry on the Gold Roger and Garp.
Yeah, you gotta tie that in because they met each other in episode 1.
You think Garp gonna die?
Yeah, he has to.
I think he's gonna die at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be.
I think Dragon's gonna not die, but I think he's gonna get put in a severe state, and that's how him and Luffy are gonna finally touch base.
Unless to the end.
Unless Dragon just stays away from Luffy forever.
Nah.
We still don't know his mom either. But people are saying it's that woman at the cafe.
Oh, Shaky?
Yeah.
Oh, Shaky, whatever her name is.
Yeah, that's what some people are thinking, but I don't think
really, shorty? Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Hey,
listen, Dragon ain't got nothing to do with Gold Rogers. Hey, maybe they was in the same spot. They ain't happen. Mountains
was
moved.
For everybody. Yeah. No, I'm playing.
Hey. She was out here in these streets, in these One Piece streets.
Hey, man, she was on that woman island. She was like, oh, okay.
Hey.
I'm like, I respect it.
Mm-hmm. But I think we're going to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
We don't need to do State of Gaming because gaming is gaming. And they're, like I said, I've been too busy playing games. But that Hi-Fi Rush joint, if you get the chance to play that shit, I would actually play.
Rush?
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush. It's like $25. It's on sale right now. If you had the chance.
Oh, real quick, one more thing. Cam, if you don't get on Helldivers at
that's
some
a
point,
fact, yo. That's a fact.
You tripping.
We've been trying to get this man Cam.
I got that.
I don't want to put his business out. But I'm trying to think of the right way. Put the greens down and get your ass on this fucking PlayStation 5. Put the greens down.
Hashtag no veggies.
Like, no veggies, my boy. Get on this Helldivers. Hell, you can smoke it.
Fuck it up.
You can enjoy your greens and be on Helldivers.
Yo, you couldn't even stick to not snitching.
Put the greens down.
Stay off the greens.
Yeah. Stay off the greens and get on Helldivers because we keep every time. Yo, Cam, everybody's down. You on? No answer. I gotta go to Twitter. How do I gotta go to another social media to get you to look at another social media? Where we do that at? Like it's a damn shame. We've been trying to get him on for how long now? At least a month.
I got 2 months. I got the game in April, so it's been
at least a month.
2 months.
Yeah,
now.
we both had the game, been waiting for this man to get on. Now I've been busy running around, so that's why me and Mike haven't been playing.
But even then,
no,
we had 2 sessions at least.
At least 2, and we played
and I've been playing.
Yeah, that's a fact. I got to get back on.
Yo,
but
that game is so much harder now.
You gonna be on tomorrow? Yeah, that's because they
I know
they upped the what. But
tomorrow
because I should be free tomorrow.
Probably.
Yeah. So
just let me know.
Bet. Also, I'm not getting into Twitch, but I might stream a little bit, increase the presence. And yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Shout out to Rack Studios.
Shout out Rack Studios.
Or Roman, is it still Rack Studios or did you change it?
Yeah, it's Kirkfist Studios, whatever.
Kirkfist. Shout out to Kirkfist Studios. Roman just dropped some music. Roman, if you want to say it real quick, you can. Because I don't know it off the top of my head. I saw you post it though. I think on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, you can just look up Roman Kirkfist on whatever the stream.
Okay, there you go. That's how you find it. Shout out to, of course, Mike Cuzzo. Appreciate you coming out, sir.
I appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir. And we will see y'all. Peace.
Peace.